Matt Ryan, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we?
He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, for touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there, 75 yards, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Third and long. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 42 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we can...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Buying time to his left. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 29 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And it's up and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. The Jaguars getting set to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dewan Smoot in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Taking it about the 16. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
54 right here.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
11.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Leonard Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a...
Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Lucy. 11.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Tackle made by Deidre Sinnott.